Dear Pats Nation, it's just about time. Yeah, we're back. You know it's Dear Pats Nation, nation, nation. Yeah, yeah. It's Dear Pats Nation, nation, nation. Come on, come on. Yeah, it's Dear Pats Nation. And the show starts in 3, 2, 1, go.
And we're back. What up?
Back.
Welcome to Dear Pats Nation. I have no microphone tonight. You guys just have to deal with it. I can't afford to put any more money into this show. That was a $400 mic that is gone. And it is what it is. I thought it was maybe something. I changed the patch cord. I put it through my soundboard mic. I did on my soundboard, did an attachment. Anybody who watched last week, I had a bit of a lisp going on. I was saying, it didn't sound like, honestly, my wife and I listened to the show after, because I was just listening to it, and she thought I was having like a stroke, and we went back and looked, and I wasn't. So we're going old school here. I'm just going right through my iPad, Mike. Like I'm just iPadding it. You know what's crazy though? You can do things with the iPad that you can't do. Like I can do this like ultra wide ass camera.
Oh wow. Okay.
Or I can do a front camera. Or you guys want to go really behind the scenes? Oh, you can't see the you can't see the back of the camera because
It's blacked out. That's probably for the best.
Probably. I could go old school mic and just
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, do the me.
That was old school you for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So anyways, voice is screwed up. Anybody who doesn't know us is going to think that we're just amateur fools, but we have a YouTube channel, so
Yeah, heck yeah.
so be it. How are you, Michael?
I'm doing well, Ray. How are you doing on this holiday week?
You know, and something bad really happened. But I just realized I can't talk about it on air. Remind me to talk about it after we go off air.
Fair enough.
Yeah, had a death in our life.
Oh, that's yeah. Tell me after.
Yeah. Anyways, we're here to talk about the New England Patriots. They played football last night.
Did they?
Yeah. Can I be real with you?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's about 12 minutes left in the game.
Mm-hmm.
They were down by 2 scores at that point, and I was eating a bowl of Fruit Loops.
Oh boy.
And I told my wife, "You can just change the channel if you want." I am so frustrated and pissed off, and like I don't want to watch this game anymore. And she's like, "Really?" And I'm like, "Okay, let me watch this one drive. Like, let me watch this drive." And then they scored.
Yeah.
And she tried to be like, "Oh, this is like positive." She's like, "See, look, they scored." I'm like, "There's nothing you can say that's gonna make me feel better right now."
Yeah.
It's funny because Patriot fans were so upset, Mike, after the loss to Buffalo 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was way more upset after the win last night against Baltimore than I was the loss against Buffalo, mainly because Mike Vrabel talked about his team needing to respond. We heard the Patriots talk all week about needing to respond. I'm going to put it out there. And I know Patriots fans are going to get upset with me because that's what they do.
That's what I do, yeah.
But if Lamar Jackson doesn't get hurt, I don't know if the Patriots win that game. Because if you watch, Mike, he started figuring them out. Like, when he got hurt, he was starting to drive that football. Like, he was starting to figure some stuff out. I like this better. Do you like this better?
You do you, man.
The wide angle? Just do that?
I just
Perfect.
like that purple suit of yours. Heck yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I just think they got lucky, if you want to call. Like, I mean, I texted you and said, "I hate this injury." No, I look stupid here. I need to.
So... Yeah, I'm in a group chat with my cousins and some other people, and after the trick play, I was like, "Are the trick play, whatever you want to call it, on the fourth down, I was like, I'm done. I'm shutting it off. I think I shut it off for about 5 minutes because I was like, I just can't watch this stupidity anymore. That to me was one of the worst special teams calls ever since. Remember when the Colts lined up on that play to draw the Patriots offside?
When they weren't supposed to snap the ball.
Yeah, when they weren't supposed to snap the ball.
Yeah.
That's what that was. That's what that was.
Have you ever heard Pat McAfee tell that story?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I love it.
It's like the one guy who wasn't in the meeting didn't understand that he wasn't supposed to snap it because he was like a stand-in that day for somebody who got hurt, and he was like, "Oh, I'll snap the ball."
Well, because they weren't supposed to hard snap either, and Pagano or whatever at the last minute says, "Do a hard count and see if you can draw them."
Yeah.
Snapper doesn't know. Here's hot, and just snaps the football.
Yeah.
Chris Collinsworth had such a great reaction to that as well. He's like, you got two guys on either side of you. What are you doing?
Actually, I take that back. It's the third most stupid special teams type of. Do you remember when the Dallas Cowboys did like a direct snap to Zeke a couple of years ago, like uncovered? Like basically, it was just a guy in front of him. Like,
yeah, but I mean, look, the stupidest special teams play of all time actually was the Dallas Cowboys. I thought you were going to go there. And it's when the Miami Dolphins missed a field goal. I think it was Leon Lett that slid into the football in the snow.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I've seen clips of it. Yeah.
Yeah. You were just you were just swimming around in your dad's bag at that time.
That's why it didn't come to mind, but I have seen clips of it. Because I'm a sadistic bastard and I watch old football like that. And thank you, Bill Belichick. At one point I was like, I need to be a real Patriots fan and be a football historian.
Just in case Bill Belichick asks you a question?
Yeah, just in case one day I'm walking on the street and he's like, what happened here? And I'd be like, it's Bill.
There you go.
Yeah, great story.
So, anyways, Patriots clinch a playoff spot.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 2 words for you, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
2 words that I believe have haunted this Patriots season for many, many weeks. 2 words that I actually got angry about on this show. 2 words that I defended at the top of my lungs that maybe I was wrong about. And those 2 words are fool's gold. And I believe what we've seen the last couple weeks, you talked about the Patriots collapsing, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm done with the Drake May MVP conversation. Like, let's just win a game without throwing stupid interceptions and fumbling the football and almost throwing interceptions. Like, let's forget about, crunch time Drake May. Okay, he stepped up once now. I think he's 1 for 4 in those situations of trying to, crucial moment games when he needs to score. Dude, the Patriots just look bad on all 3 levels of the game again. Like, special teams wasn't awful until that trick play.
Yeah, that was terrible.
The offense looked pedestrian at best for most of the game. They had a couple of good moments. I mean, I turned on the game, as you know, like the 13th minute of the second quarter. I missed the whole first quarter of the game.
Yeah, it wasn't good. You and I had a joke that I was like, they've been dicking around until you started watching the game.
I turned on the game. He completed 3 passes, and one of those was the touchdown. And then then they forced a 3 and out the next. And I'm like, this is great. What are you talking about? Bad.
Yeah.
And then it got bad. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That was the most boring game of the year last night, too. Like, there was times that I was getting absolutely just, half asleep on the couch bored watching that game.
Yeah, the offense is really inconsistent right now, and a lot of it centers around the quarterback. Like, when he's hot, he's hot. When he's not, he's not. That's a big problem for me. And then you saw it last night, the injuries and the degradation to this team is really making a difference because we've talked about it all year. They're not a deep team. So you get those front line guys hurt, and it just takes an immediate toll on them.
Well, and I think losing Henderson last night was the biggest blow. Like that was the to me the because Moses came back, so they got some help on that right tackle spot.
Yep.
But when Henderson went down, I think just my text to you was, oh no.
Yeah.
Like, oh no. And over the last few weeks, he's turned into that home run hitter that I promised everybody when we did our draft show.
Yeah.
I promised everybody I watched that kid play. I said he's a home run hitter. And then he sucked. And I was like, oh no. And then he turned into the home run hitter.
Yeah.
Now he's hurt. But it's a concussion, right? That's what.
He very clearly banged his head off the turf. Came up, stumbled. He'll be out for a week, but he should be good for the playoffs. Unless it's something crazy.
But yeah, I don't know. I've probably never been more disenfranchised with this team than I am today. Like, I didn't feel horrible after the Buffalo game. You know that. I said that to you. This is Josh Allen, right? Like, sometimes, and I know people hate to hear this, sometimes the other team just plays better. It's not that your team played bad. It's that the reigning most valuable player, the National Football League, came out and played like an MVP and put on an MVP performance. And the defense, who's been the best defense in the second half, holds you. Sometimes the other team's just better. When Brady would put up 40 points, I never heard anybody talking about how bad the other team was. All I ever heard Patriot fans talk about was how good Brady was. Well, guess what? The other teams can be good too. I thought with that lack of pass rush that got to Mac Jones way too much. Like, Baltimore has no pass rush. They have no guys that can get to the quarterback outside of one player. Right. And yet Mac Jones got sacked, 3 times last night, 4 times last night, got hit a couple of times really hard. Like,
you're doing the Mac Jones thing again.
What am I saying? Mac Jones? Sorry, Drake May. Yeah. Drake May. I don't know why I got mad. Because I've been seeing GIFs of Mac Jones all day. People are putting Mac Jones Pro Bowl GIFs up and talking about Drake May.
Oh,
and Drake May got hit, sacked 3 times last night, hit 2 or 3 times. Like, against a team that has no pass rush, Mike.
Yeah. I mean, two were on good coverage. I think he was trying to wait for guys to uncover. The Baltimore secondary is pretty good, and then one was he basically ran into the one pass rusher they have, which. Oof.
Here's what I'm going to say about last night, and I think it's the easiest thing to say. And nobody's going to want to hear it. Any Patriots fan that's listening right now is going to say, Ray, I think it's a bad take. They're going to tell me it's a bad take. I know they're going to tell me it's a bad take, but I don't care. Outside of Stephon Diggs, outside of Diggs, all the Patriots' best players played like ass last night. Gonzo was terrible. Christian Gonzalez had a brutal game. I don't know if anybody watched that game.
Yeah, he
did not play well.
He had a better fourth quarter.
But he did not play well overall.
No, but again, I'll defend him a little bit, and I think that scheme, they're putting him over Zay Flowers, who's this horizontal, middle of the field shifty guy, and Zay was asked during the week, it looks like they're going to put Christian Gonzalez on you because Marcus Jones is hurt. And he said, oh, that's awesome. I love playing against the bigger corners because they go vertically. You notice as soon as they put Gonzalez on Bateman late in the game, Gonzalez was just like, okay, I'll go to work. And
but I have a look. I know in real life I can't, but hypothetically, I could have a chance to cover Bateman.
Yeah, again, some of it's Vrabel's defense too. They play that weird off zone, which I'm like, he's not that kind of corner. Why
don't they just play zone last night? That's what I don't understand. Why are they going man to man? They can't.
And then playing a bad man to man. They're playing a 3-step off man. So basically, you're playing a bad zone. Yeah, I don't get it.
Why don't you just play zone? Give everything underneath, take away. You know what I mean? And just make the stops. I mean, what I'll give the defense last night figured out how to stop the run. That run game for Baltimore was going nowhere for most of the night. You know what I mean?
Well, Derrick Henry was getting 7 yards a clip, and then, they took him off the field because he was too productive.
And he fumbled the football as well.
Yeah.
No, but I think the Patriots defense figured it out. That's what I'm going to say. They were.
No, I think they did too. I think
they contained Lamar very well. You know what I mean? Before he went out, Huntley can run.
I disagree with you on one thing. I think they were actually better off with Huntley in the end of the game because Lamar couldn't move. In fact, there was two times Lamar basically had to kneel and go down before he got hurt without Patriots players even making contact with him because I don't think he could run.
That's fair. That's fair. But when he was throwing the football against the Patriots last night.
He was.
The guy who completed 8 passes the week before was throwing on the Patriots secondary.
And as much as I defended Christian Gonzalez, and like, listen, this is a giant problem. Milton Williams or not, Robert Spillane or not, they always give up that opening drive touchdown. The one last night was like pathetic. Baltimore had the ball for like, I don't know, like 2 minutes and 20 seconds and went right down the field in like 4 plays. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, no, 1,000%. Here's what else I'm going to put. So, Christian Gonzalez played like ass.
Mm-hmm.
We can't scream that we have the second best corner in the league and then make excuses when he couldn't stay with somebody.
Right.
You know? And I say second. There's other people who will say the best.
Meh.
If you're the best in the NFL, though, then you got to cover everybody.
Yeah, no. At least this year he hasn't been. I mean, Pat Surtain is obviously in front of him. I think Derek Stingley's in front of him, and then
I don't. I think he's in front of Stingley.
Okay, well that's fair. They're pretty close.
This was anyways. I'm not getting on Christian Gonzalez because Christian Gonzalez has been lights out the whole season.
Yeah.
But in this Ravens game last night, in a game when I expected the best Patriots players to respond, the best cornerback and their quarterback did not respond the way they needed to respond.
I agree.
You know, why don't you have more design runs for Mac Jones? I want to put that out there, right? Or Drake May. Whoever. Mac Jones, Drake May, whoever.
Number 10. Number 10.
Why do you not have more design runs for Drake May?
I honestly think they want him to pass. I think when he starts running by design, I think you saw it last week against Buffalo. He starts thinking about running too much, and they want to keep his eyes upfield as a passer. If again, my honest opinion.
That's fine. No, I'm not saying your opinion's wrong.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have asked the question if I didn't believe in it, Mike.
I know. I'm just...
The only guy that I had faith in last night was Stephon Diggs, because when he got the ball in his hands, he did things.
Yeah, and I'm going to go on a little old-school Mike tirade against Josh McDaniels last night, and it more so relates to the Buffalo game. Yeah, play the sound effect. Give Stephon Diggs the football. Do what you did in the first Buffalo game. Do what you did in this game. And ironically, Tom Brady said it on a podcast like a week ago. He's like, I would pick out the number 1 receiver for that game, get him hot, and give him like 3 passes in short order just to get him warmed up, even if I knew they wouldn't go anywhere, just to get him warmed up and know he's going to get the ball all night long and let the defense know. That's exactly what they did.
Dude, he would get the ball 2 yards off the line and pick up 12 yards.
Yeah. That friggin' 4th down, that was nuts.
Yeah. No, I know. He just turns and goes. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I just, again, I was so frustrated last night. I need to get a little bit more festive here.
There you go.
I was so frustrated last night. The win did nothing for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I do. I mean, like I said, I shut it off for a good 5 minutes too. And you know me, as much as I, cue the sound effect, always say I'm going to shut it off, I usually never do. Yeah, that. Yeah, it was frustrating to watch. Backup quarterback, playoff spot on the line. You looked like you were going to drop a dud. I mean, the one silver lining to the game is obviously the 4th quarter, right? They could have let go of the rope. They could have just said, you know what, not our night. They rallied. They said, we're not going to do this again, because I think they realized they made that mistake last week, and they rallied to win the game. That's the silver lining, that they showed me that they have some resilience and can fight back and win. That's the silver lining.
A few years ago, Mac Jones was drafted by the New England Patriots. And I'm actually talking about Mac Jones.
Yeah.
And they played the Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked like I was calling for Colorcast at that time. I was on the Colorcast call.
I remember this game.
Yeah. And they looked like doo-doo in the first half.
Mm-hmm. And
they came back the second half and they beat Houston. And Houston sucked. They had the long neck quarterback, and they sucked. But they came back and they beat them. But I was pumped up, and I was pumped.
Yep.
And I was like, this is what we needed. I'm like, this is what the New England Patriots needed. And I went on a big, as well as calling the game. And they came back and they won. And it was Thanksgiving weekend in Canada. Because I left my family, who was up north, drove 2 hours home so I could call that stupid game for Colorcast. But he still owes me money. Anyways, I had this guy in my chat that night. This guy, Mike N.
That's me.
Who just told me he didn't care about the comeback. He doesn't feel good about it. Nope. And was just very negative and didn't see what I saw.
Sounds like me.
The Patriots, of course, rallied and made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, I feel like you back then right now.
I mean, that
rally last night, you had to. Yeah. You're playing a backup quarterback against a team that sucks this year.
Mm-hmm.
You had to win that. Old man DeAndre Hopkins was making big catches on you.
I'll tell you, I'm about done with Davis. I know he had a good game in Cincinnati a couple weeks ago, but man, dude, you're getting paid $20 million a year going up against 90-year-old DeAndre Hopkins, and you're just like letting him friggin' just catch it in his bucket. Like, just push him out of bounds at that point. You're both turned around. Just push him out of bounds.
You want to know how checked out I was last night?
You were about as checked out as Gonzo in those first three quarters?
Sorta. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did.
Yes. Kayshon Boutte got what looked like the most blatant pass interference against him in the world.
Yeah.
Now, I watched the tape. Kayshon kicked the defender's foot out inadvertently. But I watched the play. If you go back and watch the play, he kicked the defender's foot out, and the defender kind of like had to tackle him. Like it was just one of the way the situation went. Yep. Referees actually got it right. I don't think they saw that in real time, but they actually got it right. But in real time, that's a flag all day.
Well, that's what I mean, right? When we talked about this during the Buffalo game, like just be consistent. So
yeah,
Carlton Davis had his hands around I forget which wide receiver, had him around his waist in the way that most people do when they're, just trying to prevent the corner from shift. His jersey literally moved, but he didn't interfere with the player. Like he just rubbed him, the flag gets thrown.
No, it's like a roughing the passer against the Patriots that I still haven't figured out where the roughing the passer came from.
Right, and I loved Vrabel's excuse for all this, and they were like, well, the catch didn't survive the ground. And he's like, Thanks for telling me what a catch was. He's like, this isn't about a catch or a non-catch. He's about, you tackled my receiver to the ground. Like,
yeah.
Oh.
But anywho, I should have been on my feet, throwing things across the room, screaming, texting you. You didn't even get a message from me about that.
No, and I didn't. I don't think I sent one either because I was just like, oh, it's done. It's done.
But I think more importantly, that's how much I stopped caring last night.
Yeah.
And I haven't not cared about this team since Cam Newton was the quarterback.
You didn't love the Damiere Byrd, N'Keal Harry experience at wide receiver?
You know what I mean, Mike.
Yeah,
I'm
just teasing you.
After Cam Newton fumbled that football against Buffalo, and as far as I'm concerned, fumbled the season away.
He did.
Fumbled the season away. The Patriots path to the playoffs got so hard, I stopped caring week after week.
Yeah.
And I was working for Sportscaster, and I got paid to call games. And I felt like when freaking COVID hit and I was calling Madden games, you know what I mean? Like when they had me calling Madden simulations, I felt like that calling the Patriots games. It took a lot for me to be enthusiastic. And then I had to do 5 days a week, twice a day live, talking about the Patriots on Sportscaster and then on DPN commentary. And I came in with all this enthusiasm, but deep down, I couldn't care. The Patriots have 12 wins this season. They were going for their 12th win last night. They secured a playoff spot, their first playoff spot since 2021. I should have cared a lot.
Wait, and it's unlikely, but they still have a chance at the 1 seed too. So it's
Yeah.
not like they just snuck into the
If the Broncos
playoffs.
lose, if the Broncos drop a game and the Patriots win out,
Yeah.
they're first in the AFC. But here's a new scenario for you. If the Bills win out
Mm-hmm.
and the Patriots drop the game to the Jets or to Miami, the Jets win the East.
The Bills. Yeah.
Or the Bills win the East. The Jets. The Bills win the East. Like, the amount that has changed with this team in the past 2 weeks. A team to me, and I know they came back, so it's going to sound ridiculous, but a team that to me came out for 3 quarters after blowing a game against Buffalo in their home stadium. I thought under Mike Vrabel, they were going to come out flying, Mike. And they came out and laid an egg for 3 straight quarters.
Yeah. I mean, the NFL is weird, right? And I guess this is why I'm actually not as down on it as you are. Is like the Patriots have struggled, but like Buffalo almost lost to Cleveland yesterday. And I think that's what kind of saved the night for me. Like I would have been miserable had I not watched that game. And I'm like, "Oh, so you can take your little ED tablet, get it up for the Patriots, win your Super Bowl in the regular season every year like you always do, and then you look like that against Cleveland." Like, that just tells me that if this team gets healthy, if they play right, like they can still compete with anyone in the AFC.
The Buffalo Bills are not as good as anybody believes they are.
No, I don't think they're as good as they think they are, because that's their MO.
That's the first thing I'll say to you. The second thing, that's better. The second thing I'll say to you, okay, is the Patriots are better than they've showed the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, they haven't played a complete game, period.
But that's what concerns me.
Right.
That's what and it's not just the quarterback. You can't turn around, if it was just Drake May.
There you go. You're getting it.
If it was just the quarterback, I could sit here, Mike, and rationalize, okay, second-year quarterback, give him a break. That's what I'd be saying to you. Give him a break. But it's not just the quarterback.
Right.
This whole team, from the coaching staff to the players, the play calling, they all check out for chunks at a time. And it's infuriating to watch. And now I think with what we've seen, Buffalo has this clear path to the AFC championship game. I believe the only team that's really there to challenge them are the Buffalo Bills, or the New England Patriots.
Mm-hmm. And you're afraid they're going to let go of the rope again. Yeah.
I don't fully believe in Denver, which I don't know why.
I mean, they look good the other night.
Maybe that's just me being naive, to be real with you.
Yeah, not knowing enough about them.
Yeah. But they've had some bad. They've lost some games they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Again, like when you watch Buffalo play Cleveland and be awful, right? Or Denver lose to the Jaguars, and I'm sorry, like I know the Jaguars are doing well, and Trevor Lawrence might have turned the corner and maybe he's the quarterback now that everyone thought he would be, but like you still have to prove it to me. And I'm not saying the Patriots don't. Like, listen, the Patriots are one of the youngest teams in the NFL. Like, don't misconstrue this argument for me being a homer saying the Patriots have made it and none of these other teams have. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying they're all on the same level.
Mm-hmm.
The Buffalo Bills, other than Josh Allen, aren't very good. The Jaguars are unproven. The Patriots are unproven. And the Broncos rely on their defense, which, meh.
Jay Rillo, 203 says, "Salute, Ray." Not Mike. Odds of May taking the MVP and Vrabel as head coach of the year. So, I think you've got two legit candidates for head coach of the year. I think it's Mike Vrabel because of the turnaround he did in New England. But how, Mike, could it not be Sean Payton in Denver?
So didn't the Broncos make the playoffs last year? Yeah, they did.
Did
so
they?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that's kind of the expectation for them. I think right now it's either Liam Cohen or so I think it's the head coach of the year could be three, right? You could have Ben Johnson because the Bears have been a dumpster fire.
Oh yeah, the Bears.
And they're kind of in the same spot as the Patriots.
Yep.
Liam Cohen with the Jaguars. The Jaguars have been an absolute tire fire, and he has them playing really well. And Mike Vrabel. I think Mike Vrabel's ultimately going to win it because I think Drake May is going to get the MVP snub, and I think that's going to be the way that they kind of like throw the Patriots a little bit of a bone is to go like, oh, your head coach did a good job.
I also think it's the Patriots. I think New England is a staple team in the NFL, and they need to create hype around the Patriots.
Yeah.
Look at Twitter is ablaze with people hating on the Patriots. Rams fans are hating on the Patriots. Bills fans are obsessed with the Patriots. Like
Broncos
fans. Yeah, everybody's obsessed with the Patriots right now. The Patriots are better for football.
Yeah.
The best case scenario for the league would be if the Chiefs could get back and it's like a Patriots-Chiefs AFC Championship game every year. Because it would draw the eyes because people would want to hate. People would be hoping for an earthquake, you know? As for MVP, I don't even think it's a snub. I cannot watch what Drake May did this season and butt him up against Matthew Stafford, who's had one bum game this year. Mm-hmm. One bum game. And say Drake May he doesn't deserve it after last night. He doesn't deserve it after last week. I think his MVP odds tanked last week and they plummeted the first three quarters of last night.
I think not unfortunately. I think like most people are going to look at that game and they're only going to remember the fourth quarter. So I don't know if actually last night might have helped him because he kind of put the team on his back ultimately, or that's how people are going to see it. They're going to mind block the interception that,
But I think for some of that game, he was the roadblock to the team.
I mean, I don't disagree with you. They played awful three quarters. Even
the first touchdown they scored, Mac Hollins had to build a scaffold, get to the top of the stadium to make that catch. That ball was so high in the air. That wasn't a put it where only your receiver can get it.
And that's what they tried to dress it up as too.
Yes.
That's what bugs me is they were like, oh, Drake knows to put it really high because Mac can climb the ladder and go get it. It's like, or you could just like put it up a little high where no one else can get it, so that he doesn't have to jump 6 feet.
Like Shaquille O'Neal would barely make that catch.
Yeah.
No. So I'm sorry, he didn't do it for me. All right, Alex Deneo says, I wouldn't mind if the Pats dropped the game and the Bills went out because they wouldn't have to play the Texans round 1. Oh, bring on the Texans. I'm not afraid of the Texans at all, Mike.
So, Alex, thanks for your comment, and I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant about this. I hate this mentality. You play who you play.
Hold on.
Okay. He's tapping the. Yeah, there you go. You play who you play. You beat who you play. You beat the best in front of you. That's how you know you deserve to win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, I don't want to let's lose this game to play the easier. No, just beat who you beat. Get in the playoffs. Get to the Super Bowl. Win the Super Bowl. I don't care.
There is no team I fear. And I've said this to you, Mike. There's no team in the AFC that I fear.
Yeah.
Not one. Not one of them. I think the Rams are going to win the Super Bowl.
I agree.
To be real with you, no matter who they play.
Rams or the Seahawks. It depends on who comes out of the NFC.
Depending on which one of those divisional teams can get it out. I mean, Green Bay's in the playoffs by the skin of their teeth because Detroit,
they're all banged up.
You know what? And how about Steelers fans who I hate? And even the one coming on our chat last week and talking all that smack in the comments, telling me I weigh gained 150 pounds, 30 pounds.
Listen, he's getting ready to go back into the draft. Okay, we talked about this.
To be real though, the only part of that comment that hurt is when he said I have a lisp. That was the only part that hurt me. And can I address something about that? You know what comment I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
When I responded, my only response was 30 pounds.
Yeah.
Can I respond to that comment though, Mike?
Sure.
How did people get? Can we all just love each other? Right? I don't care what side of the fence you sit on. Can we all just love each other? How did people interpret that as me talking about a horrible incident that happened in Australia and that we all just need to love each other? How did people interpret that as me bashing your president?
That's the world we live in, man.
That was probably the example of what I was talking about last week. Let's not just love each other. Who cares who you politically support? Who cares about this? People are people. Let's love each other. And then he's like, Canadian boy insulted my president. And I was like, what?
I mean, let's dig an old joke out of the book, right? It was like the time we were joking about the jab. We were like, oh, we're going to joke about this and we're going to lose, 30 people watching the stream.
And we did.
Sure enough. Sure enough.
Listen. Okay? I am a presidential candidate in the United States of America. This was a real ballot cast in 2020. I don't know, whatever. In 2020, in Massachusetts, you look at that, Biden-Harris, Hawkins-Walker, Jurgensen-Cohen, Trump-Pence, write-in space only. What does that say, Mike?
Ray Routh.
Am I American, Mike?
If you had won the presidency, doesn't that make you American?
I think so, but am I American?
No, you are not.
Is there any way I could have done that myself?
No, there's no way you could have done that yourself.
I am a middle politician. I do not take shots at my opponents, and Trump was my opponent that year. Anyways, guys, just fucking love each other. I don't care.
Gotta love it. Speaking of Massachusetts, where's Connor?
We don't know. Connor, if you're watching, just text me. Text me and tell me you're okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell everybody now. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Connor was supposed to be on this new edition of Dear Pats Nation. It was going to be Connor, Mike, and myself. It was kind of Connor's idea. And then he got busy and he ghosted us. So tweet at him. Tell him. Say, where are you?
I was going to say the last time I checked his Twitter too, he hasn't tweeted anything in months. No, he's just. I think he's ducking me. He doesn't want to be on Twitter. Yeah. So we tried to get him back. We're still trying to get him back. We're hoping when he's back from his jungle retreat, wherever he is, that.
Whatever he's doing, we hope he comes back.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. I got a fun game to play.
All right, let's play it.
This is like a real radio game. Like
Oh, boy.
this is like corny ass sports radio, but I think it'll be
man.
fun.
Okay, let's do it.
It's a holiday season. We got Christmas in tomorrow or Wednesday. Well, Christmas Eve. I do Christmas Eve. You do Christmas
Yeah,
Eve?
we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
So Christmas Eve.
Not
So
together. Not
No, not us. But
yeah.
our families separately on different countries, different places celebrate Christmas on the 24th. So 24th is coming. You're gonna have dinner with your family. You're gonna go to bed. Santa's gonna come when you're sleeping, Mike.
Yes.
Okay. And Santa's gonna bring you one Patriots Christmas wish.
Oh boy.
What are you asking for?
And it can we throw out like win the Super Bowl? Because like that would be too obvious.
Well, no, if that's what you want, but that would be stupid and dumb, and you would kill the whole game. So I'll leave it up to you.
One Patriots Christmas wish. I would say for this team a pass rusher. Give me Myles Garrett. Let Santa bring the Patriots Myles Garrett under the Christmas tree.
Mikey's asking for Myles Garrett. Is the music blocking me out, or are we good?
No, you're good.
You know, sometimes I play the music and it like
Yeah.
We're good?
You're good.
I felt we needed music for this. I was actually looking for Christmas music, but apparently we don't have it on this.
Mm-hmm.
So night driving it is. My Christmas wish is for Drake May to be consistent
That's a
the
good
rest
one.
of the season. For the rest of the season, it is my hope that Drake May just plays consistent. So Santa, if you're listening, Santa baby, leave me a present under that tree and make Drake May a little consistency. That's what I'm looking for.
Actually, you know what would have been a good one? Like have Santa bring Drake May Tom Brady's like clutch gene or like focus.
I don't want to hear the clutch gene anymore.
Well, you know what I mean. That's overused, but yeah, like some element of like Tom Brady's like ability to focus.
Speaking of which, my boy Dan Mitchell, who wrote an article for his website Roundtable, is getting toasted for his Drake May doesn't have the clutch gene article he put out after the. Do you want to go on about like I like Dan? Dan's my boy.
I mean, I like Dan too, and that's why I told you like in a cheeky way, like Dan's doing a good job because Dan does clickbait now. That's what Dan does. He didn't used to always do clickbait. I used to like to listen to him. Now it's all clickbait. And he's doing a good job because he's getting me. He did something the other day, and he's like, the Buffalo Bills are back. I'm like, dude, the Patriots still put up 31 on your asses, and you're like, we're kings of the East again. I'm like, all right, you beat the Patriots 1 week. It happens every year. Like, relax. All right, so you can continue on. That was my little rant against Dan. Again, love him.
Anyways, I hate the clutch gene conversation. I don't even talk about clutch genes until guys are in their third, fourth, or fifth year in the league. We got Booby. Booby says, I want the Pats to draft a top center this draft for Christmas.
There you go.
Can't David Andrews come out of retirement? Like, isn't he young enough?
Probably is. He's lost a lot of weight though. He's been doing radio spots every week. You would enjoy it because he gives everything from the perspective of the offensive lineman.
Oh, that's nice.
And he gets in trouble too because he does the podcast with Brian Hoyer. And a lot of the time, if you listen to it live, they have to like go back and like bleep things out because he'll give away Josh McDaniel's play calls.
Really?
Yeah.
Like he'll say the name of the play call?
Yeah, so one time I listened to it, he said the play call and like the color that they associate it with, and he's like, shit. And then I went back and listened to it after to point it out to somebody, and they bleeped it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he's done it a couple times now. You should listen to it. You would enjoy it. Those two are good.
All right, I will have to listen to it. I think that'll be fun.
It's given me an appreciation for Josh McDaniels too. Like he was on their podcast during the bye week for like an hour the other day, and like listen, you guys know, like, I had my thing with him. Like, it was my whole shtick for like the 2 years that Ray and I did the show, or a year and a half. Like, I couldn't stand him. I have a new appreciation for what this guy does because I think working with Bill Belichick was incredibly difficult, and I never really took that into account, like how hard working with Bill Belichick was.
I remember him talking about something one day, and he's like, "You ask Bill a question, and he just goes, I think it was on the Edelman podcast."
It was, yeah.
And like Bill will just be like, and walk away, and you're like, "What is like?" Or like, I don't think we need to run this week. So like, you don't want any run plays? Well, no, we need run plays. It's just like we shouldn't run this week. Like McDaniel's like, what does that mean?
Yeah, Bill's already out of the room.
Yeah, like it's.
Yeah, no, I do have a new appreciation for him. And again, this, like, let's talk about the Drake May consistency thing for another second. Like, this goes back to that Edelman podcast, right? Talking about, like, there's a cup, and they've probably filled the cup. Luckily for them, Drake May seems like a smart kid, so maybe it's like one of those, like, little, the cups for the kids, the ones that, like, expand.
Yep.
So they're able to expand it a little every week, as opposed to being like, okay, the cup is full this season. So instead of getting a new one next year, they're like, well, we'll add a little more and a little more. That's the thing I like. We always have to come back to base and realize it's like Drake May's still 22 or 23, and like expectations and the goalposts have been moved so much this season that we're like, why aren't you Tom Brady yet? Why aren't you that, like?
And you know what? I'll agree with you, and I'll just talk bad about myself for a second. I'm the guy that came into this season, I came into this season, and I said ceiling of 9, probably 8, 7 wins.
Mm-hmm.
They just won their 12th game of the year last night. And I'm talking about how disenfranchised I am.
Yeah,
with this team.
Yep, that's how I know we're back too. So I didn't interrupt you.
There's a possibility the Patriots are going to win 14 games.
Yeah, and we've won a total of what, like 6 the last 2 years? That's how I know we're back. Like, the Patriots used to have these bad games like twice a year, even with Brady here, right? They'd have one like stinker where they'd manage to like win out because the other team would pee their pants, which is exactly what happened. Jim Harbaugh,
yeah.
Yeah,
John Harbaugh, yeah.
One of them. They both look the same. Who cares? They peed their pants.
The one who won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. The one who everyone thinks is good, but even though he won a Super Bowl, he's not as good as the other one.
Well, because the other one cheats and has guys who steal signs, if you remember.
I mean, we used to do that too, so good for him.
Yeah. But he got like an ex-military guy to do it.
Yeah.
By the way, great documentary if you guys are looking for something to watch on Netflix.
Yeah, it is a good watch. But that's how I know we're back. Like, the goalpost move, expectations have gone wild. We used to have these stinkers all the time, and we'd be like, the season's over, Brady stinks, he needs to retire, and then like the next game would be like, oh, we locked up a playoff spot, we're in the AFC Championship, and we're going to the Super Bowl. So,
in 2014, I had a conversation with my friend Dave, and I said, "Oh my God, it's hear me out. You trade Brady."
Yeah, I'm listening.
No, this is what I'm talking about. I go, hear me out. You trade Brady because you got Garoppolo. Like, you've got Garoppolo.
People still stick to that take, by the way. There are a couple.
Did you know that Jimmy Garoppolo being traded, some conspiracy theory came out of it, and I can't remember what it is. Like, Belichick didn't want to trade Garoppolo, and that's why he ended up giving him away for, like, a pylon in Goodwill or whatever. And this was old Dear Pats Nation, like when I was doing like one live stream a month and like just voiceovers. And Sunday morning, man, I read this article that's talking about this. It wasn't a Seth Wickersham. It was like it was sort of the prelude to the Seth Wickersham stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I read this article and I sit in my car. I was selling baseball cards as a side hustle at the time, and I was going
cool.
I was going to this show. I was going to a sports card show to set up a table and sell my baseball cards. So I'm sitting in my car like 20 minutes before the show doing the voiceover, on Apple or on Apple Movie Maker or iMovie, whatever it was called, and put it out. And that's the video that blew up Dear Pats Nation.
There you go.
It got something like it was my first time. Like I had I think my highest video at that point, it got 2,000 views. This got 100,000 clicks. Like this was my first like blow up video, and I got a bunch of followers. And then like a week later, I had a follow up because Rob Gronkowski dropped an elbow on Tre'Davious White or whatever his name is, and I did a video. I think it's been well documented now that I was ready to move on from Gronk way before he moved on from the Patriots, and I wrote a video and said enough is enough. It's time to move on from Gronkowski.
Yeah.
And
I remember watching that video or watching that live stream,
and
whatever it was.
People got mad at me. And it's fine. You guys are all entitled to your own opinion. I'm entitled to mine. That's what's always funny is like the viewers who like they're like, I'm entitled to my own opinion, and then they're like, but you need to stop talking because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, thanks.
Excuse me.
But what I get at is those were the stories. Of that Jimmy Garoppolo story was the story that blew up Dear Pats Nation. A little bit of old school throwback for you guys.
There you go.
Okay. We got like 9 minutes left. I am really disappointed in something though with the New England Patriots that I'd like to address.
Sure.
They have yet to punch a fan this year.
I was waiting for this.
And I blame Bill Belichick. I blame Bill Belichick. Because the Patriots could have drafted DK.
They could have.
They drafted N'Keal Harry instead of DK Metcalf, and he could have been a Patriot in a Patriots jersey punching a Ravens fan rather than punching a Lions fan.
Oh,
What's
man.
the fault? Has there been a fallout to that yet? Is there a suspension?
He got suspended for 2 games. So
they gave him 2 games?
Yeah.
2 games?
Suspended for the rest of the season.
Oh,
Regular
that's harsh. That's harsh.
Well, especially for a team that's kind of on the bubble right now, who needs him.
I'll tell you what. Like, first of all, Pittsburgh fans should be kissing the Patriots' feet today.
They should.
Because they got you one step closer to winning that joke of a division.
One of our Steelers friends who messages me last night was rooting for the Patriots hard. He was watching the game in real time.
Dude, my best friend here, you know that, is a Steelers fan. And he was watching in real time, messaging me as well. No, I get it. And I told him, you better be thanking us.
When that Humphrey tackle of booty happened, he was more livid than you and I put together.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that made him more mad is we had to go to Cincinnati.
Yeah. It smells there. Like, physically smells, according to him.
Love you, Joe.
Yeah.
Love you, big man. But yeah, no, like, we did the Steelers a favor last night.
Oh, absolutely.
But
not to mention, Lamar's probably done for the rest of the season. Like, he's just...
Yeah, I know. Took a knee to the back.
Yeah, that's rough.
You know, the guy felt bad for the kid. Anywho, I want to get back to DK punching the fan.
Yeah.
Mike, you know my opinion on this. I've talked about this before. I think sometimes fans deserve to get punched.
I think that one did.
Yeah, like I really do. I think sometimes fans think they're untouchable and they run their mouth and they're not afraid of repercussions because we live in a world now where nobody's afraid of repercussions.
Yeah. I totally agree with you.
And I think sometimes people deserve to get punched. That fan, I don't know if anybody heard what that fan said to DK. Did you hear what he said, Mike?
Yeah, I heard he said a racial expletive and called his mother the C word. So yeah.
There was an N bomb, a C bomb, and you don't talk about a man's mother. You don't talk about a man's skin color, and he got punched, and he deserved to get punched. And I think 2 games is too. So it's 2 games. I think it's too harsh. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. That's an eighth of the season.
Yeah.
That's an eighth of the season for punching an asshole who should not be allowed. Is that guy banned from NFL stadiums?
Well, listen, reportedly DK said something to officials last year when they played a game in that same stadium, and the same fan basically did the same thing, trying to get a rise out of him. So
he got him this year.
yeah, he got him. And I listen, if the guy's looking for a payday, if I'm that judge, I'm going, get the hell out of here. Like, and that team should just ban him from the stadium. Like, that's ridiculous.
So that's a U.S. thing. We got a hockey mentality here in Canada.
Yeah.
We just drop the gloves for like friends.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, you deserve to get punched. And if I was and I know this, like, I'm not a cop, but like, listen, if somebody was like, call the police around him, I'd be like, I'm not calling the police. Like, you started this.
No, you know what? I totally agree with you, Mike. I had a conversation once because my wife's all like, no violence, like, tell a teacher. Like, she's very, right?
Mm.
I'm like, that's the problem with society, though, right?
Right.
Like, let's go back. Let's go back to something. I'm gonna talk about something for a second. Right?
All right, I'll let you finish. I just want to say we don't condone violence, but this is a little different. This is talk smack, find out what happens.
Well, yeah. Now I need it now.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
like my thing is like I don't know if you did that so we don't like get a lawsuit or something. But like, I'm not saying go out and be violent to be violent.
Right.
I mean?
No, that's the only thing I want to. We're not saying like.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not saying like, oh, I don't like that guy. I'm gonna go be violent with him. But I'm saying, though, you know what? Like sometimes if your mouth is gonna sometimes if your mouth is gonna write a check, your ass has to cash it.
Right.
And I'm gonna go back to COVID. Mike, I'm going to really open up the doors now. People thought I was mean last week. I don't know what it was like in the U.S., but there was mask rules here in Canada. You had to wear masks to go into places and whatnot. And I used to just wear my mask, Mike, because, like, whatever, I had to wear a mask, right? Mm-hmm. But there were some people who were really upset about it. And they used to go to, like, stores. Like, they used to go to, we have a thing called Dollarama here. I don't know if you do Dollarama. It'd be like, it's
Dollar Tree, whatever. Yeah.
It's like a Dollar Tree. And they would go to Dollarama. And they'd walk in without their masks. The staff wouldn't even say anything. They'd be like, whatever, I'm not going to go after a bunch of hillbillies. And then they would stand in front of the staff and start, like, chastising the staff and, like, you're taking away my rights, telling me I have to wear a mask, like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, do you think the minimum wage worker is making these decisions for Dollarama? Like, do you think that the store employees are sitting around being like, oh, you know what? Let's talk about corporate policy across the... Like, stop harassing these people who are just trying to do their job, right? Those people who are harassing them deserve to get their ass kicked. And if they would have got their ass kicked, this would have stopped. You know what I mean? Because the next person who thought about yelling at the poor store clerk who had nothing to do with the reason that you had to do anything, right? Mm-hmm. That was my whole thing. If you want to get mad at the right people.
Yep.
Don't take it out on the people who have no control over it. Like, the poor lady's just sitting there, like, I'm 17 years old. I'm just like I'm just trying to make a minimum wage and, like,
I'm just trying to come in every day and, like,
do my job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're harassing them. I said to my wife all the time, if a couple of these guys would get their ass kicked without repercussion, the next person thinking about doing that would think about it and be like, is this really worth it?
Yeah.
But the problem is we live in a world with no repercussions, so it just progressively gets worse. This guy's dropping racial slurs, calling this guy's mother, his mother, Mike, 2 Italian boys, his mother.
Yeah,
he's gonna say that about his mother, and all he got was a little fan. I mean, DK barely hit him.
He missed him. He didn't even hit him.
Even if he would have connected, though, he barely hit him. Like, it was a little. We used to call it a bagoot. It used to be called a bagoot. You got a little bagoot in the mouth.
He is lucky that DK didn't pull him out of the stands and wham him in the face. And I'm completely serious about that. DK's a big enough guy that he could have reached up, grabbed him, pulled him out of the stands, and probably smacked him in the face. So I think that was some restraint. I'm just going there. Like, I think that was restraint.
Do you remember when I told you that I could beat up Tom Brady?
I do.
And I still believe I can.
I think you definitely could now because I think you probably have 40 pounds on him.
Well, I gained 150 pounds since last year, so.
Oh boy, we're going on Ozempic for Christmas, people.
I've lost 15 pounds in the last month, and these motherfuckers are talking to me about gaining weight.
I know.
I hit 300. I hit 300 on the scale. I'm now in the low 280s.
There you go.
I'm almost at 20 pounds lost. Exactly. I got fat, Mike.
He's going for tight end. He's changing position.
No. Defensive edge, man. Defensive edge. Give me down to 250. I'll be good. I want to go back to my fighting weight. Yeah, anyways, just to wrap this up into a little bow. Okay? Mm-hmm. Remember I told you I could beat up Tom Brady? Like if we got into a fight, I'd win the fight?
Yeah.
I can't beat up DK Metcalf.
No, you can't.
No. No, DK would ragdoll me. Like ragdoll me all over the place.
He would ragdoll most people. Like even in his own sport, I feel like he would ragdoll most people.
So there's a lot of
and he's a wide receiver. I know what I'm saying when I say that. Most wide receivers couldn't do that. So continue.
Way back in the day, like I was 6'1", like 220 pounds. Mm-hmm. So like in high school, like I was a big boy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I was a big boy. Mm-hmm. And I used to see like linemen on television.
Yep.
And think like they're not much bigger than me. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I really thought it.
Yeah.
And then I went to a Toronto Argos camp to go work with some linemen. Mm-hmm. And the dudes come out, and like the smallest guy was like 6'4", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And these guys were just absolute monsters. And they were too small for the NFL.
Yeah.
Like they were too small for the NFL, so they're playing CFL football. And I just remember like I looked like a third down halfback. Like, you know what I mean? Like I looked like James White beside these guys.
Yeah.
Yep. And I always say, like, you see a guy on television. When I saw Cam Newton in person, that man is a beast. Like I don't think people realize how big Cam Newton is until
I think he's 6'4", but it's like he's a big.
But
6'4".
he's a big 6'4", and when he's and I saw him from like 40 feet away, not in pads or nothing. You know what I mean? I just saw him. He was still playing for Carolina when I got to wave at Cam Newton and him ignore me. And he's a big monster.
Well, that's like when Gronk was at fighting weight, going back to Gronk, right? So what was he, 6'6", like 2 something?
240, 250, yeah.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf, though, a lot like Gronk, is a guy that shows his size on television.
Yeah.
Like, you see him, and you're just like, yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah, he's not little. He is not little.
No.
My Giza, like, he does not, to me, he looks like a linebacker, not a receiver.
I mean, he does. And like maybe it's a New England thing, because like when we drafted N'Keal Harry, I remember him being like big, but like traditionally, like New England has had littler receivers, and I see Stephon Diggs next to Drake May, and I'm like, wow, Drake May's big. You know what I mean? And like Drake May's not even that big to like some of these other guys. Like it's crazy. Like. And maybe because I watched DK play that night, because I was tuned into the Steelers game too, I was like, wow, Steph Diggs is actually like kind of small. And he's really not, but...
Do you know who's big and imposing in real life?
On our team? Or
no, just in the NFL? Josh Allen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Josh Allen, when you see him in person, is like... It's actually, to me, like... He's a guy that the TV does not do justice to how imposing he actually is as a human being. Like, I don't think you guys understand just how big football players are.
No, especially like the big football players. Like, remember when we used to talk about how big Trent Brown was? Trent Brown is like 6'8" and like 300 something pounds, and like they always put him next to Mike Reese, who's the ESPN reporter for the Patriots, and he's like 5'4". He comes up to like Trent Brown's knee or like his freaking like waist, and you're like, holy freaking crap.
So I'm still convinced. I just want everybody to know I am still convinced that I could beat up Tom Brady. Like I'm never gonna take that back. Okay.
No, I think you could too, and I'm not. Yeah, I'm defending you on this.
Yeah, and I don't mean I'm gonna go find Tom Brady and beat him up, but I mean if Tom Brady wanted to fight me, I'm convinced I could beat him. Okay.
I feel like you would fight dirty, too, and like he
But no,
wouldn't.
in my best shape, like before the flab came on, like when I was like lifting weights, muscular, 6'1", 230 was probably my best. Right?
Yeah.
In his best, he was 6'4", 225 pounds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in my best days, I would have a 5-pound weight advantage on him, and he would have a 3-inch height advantage on me, and probably a better reach. I have some long arms. I got some pretty long arms, so
Yeah.
I got a reach. I had those good lineman arms, like I could push out. But, yeah, like even Brady was a big guy. Like,
tall. I don't think.
I don't think.
Yeah.
No, 6'4", 225 is not a little human being. You know
No,
what I mean? Like,
Brady was like the last, and people forget this because he played for so long. It was the era where it's like my quarterback needs to be 6'4" and above to play quarterback. Like this was the age of like Dan Marino, Drew Bledsoe, like even I laugh because he's on the radio. Like Scott Zolak, he's on the radio every day in Boston. He's
guy.
Yeah. He is a giant human being. He is like 6'6", like now he's probably pushing like 280 because it's friggin' fat.
Do you remember way back in the day when I had him on my show?
No.
Dude, he was big on Zoom, like compared to me. You know what I mean? Like we were both at the same camera angle.
Yeah.
And you could just tell that he was like hammering bigger than me. You know what I mean? Like
he's massive. He sits next to Mike Reese at the desk. Yeah. Okay, so like you shouldn't be able to see that big of a height difference. And like he's just like this massive dude sitting next to a little human. And I'm like, again, that's the age of quarterbacks that's like gone, right? But they just needed to be big and stand there and take hits. People and like that's what Brady was like the leftover of.
Michael Bishop was the Patriots' third-string quarterback the year that Brady was drafted.
Yep.
He became the Toronto Argonauts starting quarterback a couple years later. Okay, this is when I had season tickets to the Argos. Mm-hmm. And he couldn't throw the football, but he could run. Sorry, he could throw it 70 yards.
But he couldn't hit,
but he couldn't hit somebody like 5, but the thing, 5 yards away, he threw it 100 miles an hour.
Right.
Like he could only throw hard, and I think that was why he couldn't make it in the NFL. Like he threw further than Bledsoe, and Bledsoe was known for his arm. They actually, I think back in the Pete Carroll days, they used to bring Bishop in for like third and forever.
Yeah.
Just so he could or on Hail Marys, because he could launch it so far down the field. Anyways, he became the Argos starting quarterback. He wasn't that tall. Like I think he was only like an inch or two on me.
Mm-hmm.
But he was massive. Like massive. He was a massive human being with like 0% body fat.
It's wild.
And this dude's playing. He's not even good enough for the practice squad in the NFL. He's playing in the CFL. You know, Chris Schultz was an offensive lineman for the Dallas Cowboys. He then came to the Argos and played for the Argos when the Argos were like actually relevant, and John Candy owned the team and had Gizmo and those kind of guys. And I met him through Matt Dunnigan. Matt Dunnigan was a former quarterback here in the CFL, and I met Chris Schultz through Dunnigan. Funny story before I talk about it. He broke 2 of Dunnigan's beds just by sleeping in them because he was so big. This guy was he was out of football shape. He told me he wasn't as heavy as he used to be. And when I met him, he was like 6'6", 340 pounds.
That's crazy.
Like, but looked fit. Like he didn't look fat. And that's the thing with these linemen, man. Like even David Andrews, who's like a little guy.
Yeah.
You know what? David Andrews' hands are bigger than most of your arms.
Well, I was gonna say, like, you want to know a guy who's your same height, but you would probably never know? Aaron Donald is 6'1". Like, let's put you next to Aaron Donald and like see the difference. Like,
look, at 6'1", 230 pounds, I was one of the top left guards in my little district, right? I'm smaller than the average wide receiver. Both in height and weight. You know what I mean?
That's all right. I mean, I've told people this before, but like, and I'll let it go here. Like, I'm not a tall guy, okay? I'm not a big guy. I see Pop Douglas on the field, and like he'll go walk up and run up and hit Rabel, and I'll be like, he's tiny. He's an inch shorter than me, and I'm like,
you want to talk about a guy who's big and imposing? Mike Vrabel without pads on.
oh my god.
It's just
Dude,
anyways.
he's walking around in flat shoes out there. Like, I'm like, dude, how are you bigger than most of these guys? Other
in
than
their
like
pads. In their pads. I know, it's insane. Mike, I want to wish you a very Merry Christmas. All the best to you and your family. Fish. You can have fish on Wednesday. You're on mute, Mikey.
Yeah, a lot of fish, clams, calamari, haddock, the 9. There's going to be the 9 fish. It's 7, but I think we end up having 9.
You got to do it. Enjoy. Merry Christmas to you. Bless you and
too,
your family. To our viewers, Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Diwali. Happy holidays to all of you. It's not Diwali, is it? Whatever you're celebrating. It's not Diwali.
I'm not good with outside of the 2 mainstream.
Holidays. There's something else here that we celebrate.
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa. Thank you, Mike. Happy Kwanzaa. Diwali's in September or October.
Oh, okay.
Or November. Anyways, huge. It's great. It's like I think it's a Hindu thing. Dude, the fireworks is insane. Like the party that they put on for Diwali here.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Better than anything we ever do. Anywho, happy Kwanzaa, happy everything to everybody. Love each other. Pray for all of you that everybody's good and healthy. We will talk before the new year, but it's the holiday season, so just in case we don't. Or you guys can't make it because it is the holiday season. I want to wish everybody a blessed as I cough, a healthy start, a blessed start to 2026. We disappeared, sold the old channel, disappeared, and slowly but surely I'm reading the comments and reading the chats and getting the tweets and seeing some of the old, crew starting to come back, and we got some new guys here, and even you guys, Steelers fans talking smack to me and calling me fat. I appreciate you too, because it is. And I want to make something clear that I haven't made money in like 3 years on doing this podcast.
You're not hiding a pot of money?
I am not. So the people who are mad at me for making money, Mike and I have spent so much money this year.
Yeah. And we're not going to give up just yet. This is I think we're at the state where we're probably still calling this season the beta, or the alpha.
I think though that we spent enough money that we're not going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? That we're not leaving. But we had to get up to over 250 subscribers just so we could do some other stuff and so we could go live and all this kind of stuff. And we just appreciate all of you who came in and did helped us get there. We really do appreciate you guys. Yeah. As I said at the top of the show, we did, and we had a tragic loss here. And all I can say to everybody is just love each other. Just hug your moms, hug your dads, hug your kids, hug your friends, hug your wife, hug your husband, hug your girlfriend, hug your mistress, hug them all. And we wish you a Merry Christmas. And with that, Mike, tell me about Santa Claus.
He's pretty legit, kid.
Dear Pats Nation, it's just about time. Yeah, we're back. It's Dear Pats Nation. Yeah, it's Dear Pats Nation. Come on. Yeah, it's Dear Pats Nation. And the show starts in 3.